Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video, I want to talk about why Americans are so fat and so socially awkward. But before we get into the video, if you guys are interested in fitness, health, travel, overall growth content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new content. So guys, I spent the past 5 months in South America. I spent 3 months in Brazil and I spent 2 months in Argentina. I literally just got back to the States on Friday. I stopped in Miami for a quick second and then I came up to the East Coast up here in Maine. And you know, I'm actually kind of in a culture shock. I think right now today is Wednesday or something like that. Yeah, today's Wednesday. Or no, it's Thursday, I think. And it's been a culture shock for me coming back to the States on multiple different levels. And one of the ways that I feel like it's extreme culture shock for me is the fact that, you know, people just don't socialize as much out here as they do in other countries. And people don't move around. They're not outside enjoying life. They're not, you know, they're not walking any place. People drive their cars everywhere. You know, one thing I was thinking about the other day is that I feel like a lot of people nowadays in society are more concerned with developing an online personality. They're more concerned with developing their online life than they are developing their actual real life. They're more concerned with their internet life than they are with experiencing the real world. And my homeboy sent me a video the other day, and the video was of some chick. Actually, he didn't even send it to me. He had just posted it on his story, but then I commented on it. But the video was of some chick who was like basically doing shit for social media all day long. She was just like filming herself brush her teeth, filming herself walk out the door, filming herself do this, do that. She'd have a big smile on, act like she's enjoying herself while she's filming herself. And as soon as she cuts the camera off, her face goes from like to like she's extremely depressed. And it's, to me, I feel like that's like a symbol of society in terms of people putting on this fake act for social media. And in the real world, they're not even really enjoying themselves. They're not even really having a good time. They don't even really have friends. When I was in Argentina, it seemed like friendship was extremely important to people in Argentina. You always see people together. You always see people walking around, talking, smiling, having conversations. But even though I didn't speak the language, people will say hi to me. You know, they'll ask me how I'm doing and, you know, different things of that nature. I'll walk by, people will give you a smile, whatever it may be. You just don't get that here. The other day I went out for a walk. I think it was maybe about 9 o'clock at night. And obviously Maine is a little bit different. You know, even though this is like the biggest city in Maine, it's definitely not a metropolis at all. It's not a metropolitan area. So, you know, I went walking and I literally didn't see anybody except for dope fiends. Literally, I was walking down the street. I felt more comfortable walking around in Brazil at night than I felt when I was walking around at Maine at night, because at least in Brazil, I'm not walking around and the only other people I'm interacting with is heroin addicts. So, you know, it was almost like you were seeing people who was just some straight up zombies out here. And I definitely took that and was just thinking to myself, processed that to myself, and I'm like, man, no wonder why people are so socially awkward out here. They don't walk around, they don't get outside, they're not, you know, they're not talking to people, they're not experiencing life. And when you're not walking around every day, that's another thing about being in Argentina, is that people eat sweets every day. Man, the sweets down there is crazy. They got super good pastries, and I love pastries, I love sweets, so I was partaking in that too. They eat steak every night. They drink wine every night. They eat super late. You walk around in Buenos Aires around 12 a.m. midnight. You walk around in the middle of the city in Palermo or Via Crespo or wherever neighborhood you in, you're gonna see people dining in restaurants. I'm talking about the restaurants will be pretty packed. People are in there dining, having fun, you know, drinking wine with each other on a Tuesday night. This isn't just the weekends when people are doing this. So people are out enjoying themselves. People are out kind of enjoying each other's company, and they're moving around, most importantly. So just the fact that they walk everywhere, they bike everywhere, they're not always in their car, they're not always on their phone, you know, they're going to be living a much more healthy and fulfilled life. So that's another piece of the puzzle when it comes down to why people are so fat and why people are so socially awkward in America. And another thing that I just saw yesterday that was literally ridiculous, it was crazy, but I was in Trader Joe's and I just happened to like check out this family that was in there, and the kid was crying hella much. He was whining and crying. He was probably like 3 years old, maybe 4 years old at the most. And the mom was just like, oh, stop whining, stop crying. And the little kid was like, I want some chocolate. And then the mom was like, well, if I get you some chocolate, are you gonna stop whining? And then the mom went out and got the kid some chocolate, came back, gave the kid some chocolate. The kid stopped crying. And then the kid literally just started laughing at the parents. Like, I just played y'all. So this just shows you why we're so spoiled and so soft in this country. And on top of that, why we're so fat. We don't have any discipline. And we're, you know, raising our kids like this from an early age. So it's pretty pathetic. And when it comes down to, like, you know, competition on a global scale, you know, people are surpassing what Americans are doing. We might have the best foundation, but at the end of the day, a lot of us are, you know, soft, we're lazy, we're weak, we're fat, we're just, you know, pathetic in general. So, you know, when you take that and you go to these other countries, a lot of people, that's the reason why people say fat Americans or ugly Americans, ignorant Americans, idiot Americans. So it makes sense. So that's kind of been my culture shock coming back into America. And I just wanted to chop it up about it. So if you guys are, you know, not moving around, if you guys are, you know, not sharpening your tool belt, these are things that you need to do. So if you guys want to get in the best shape of your life, hit my website up. That's Travelsthenix.com. Book a free consultation with me today. Or you can scoop up one of my programs. We can chop it up for 15 minutes and, you know, map out a blueprint for you to become the best version of yourself. Anyways, guys, hope everybody's having a great day out there. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.